Yo, what's up, guys? IFBB Pro Kirk Moore here. Just finished up some cardio this morning. Did some of it on the elliptical, some of it on the bike. Then did a little bit of abs, a little bit of calves as well. And then I did some like RDLs, just some dumbbell RDLs, just because my lower back's the last thing to always come in, and trying to just keep blood there, get the fat off, build that up as much as possible before show day. So I'm going to show you guys what we have going on today. Cardio is already done. Then we'll be making my breakfast, going over to church, and then I'll just got a new camera stand, so I'll be filming some of my shoulder and arm day today at the gym downtown. Super excited. 9 weeks out, or I guess 8 weeks, 6 days at this point, and so we're getting really close. Super excited. Body weight is at 156.6 today, so right at where my stage weight was last year at this point. But we got to bring more conditioning, so probably going to get down to about 150, and then probably fill back up to 153 or so on stage. But I don't really care about weight. I just want to bring the best look between conditioning, fullness, everything, hardness, everything, to the stage. So whatever weight I come in, that's the best look is what the weight I'll be, So some people get weird about the scale. With me, it's a little bit different too, because I don't have my quad on the other side. And so that probably would add another 20 pounds. So even if I'm coming in at 150, it'd probably be about 170. So for guys in men's physique at my height, that's about where people are at anyway. So not a bad spot to be in at all. All right, guys. So breakfast today, we got 6 eggs. That's what we do every day. So, but five of those, there's gonna be the whites. So we're gonna have the yolk in one of them. So start every day off cracking my eggs and just getting the whites out of it, so I can be able to do that. I wish there was a more efficient way to be able to do this, but it is what it is. But yeah, so things right now are going pretty well. Cardio is not anything crazy because of my gait, the way I walk and things like that. It does present a few problems with like my hip and whatnot. So that's just something to kind of look out for as I get deeper and deeper in the prep. I don't know how other people are, but I'm like constantly going up and down and up and down and things like that. And I stand on my one leg, and so it does play a little bit of a toll. Sorry, I got a little bit of eggshell in there, but it does play a little bit of a toll after a while, just because cardio gets up there. It's not high. Like I know some people are doing an hour, 2 hours of cardio, so we kind of bring things down from a food standpoint pretty low. Because of that, we don't go over an hour of cardio at all. So I know some people do 2 hours a day, which I don't think anyone should be doing that. That's a little obsessive, I feel like. And if you have to do that much to get in shape, you were just too fat to start off with. You shouldn't even be ready to go into a contest prep phase at that point. But yeah, so get my legs going. Mentally, I'm feeling okay. Last week was kind of just rough. It was just busy, long week, work, things like that. And so, and then after prep, you're just eating the same foods, you're tired and stuff all the time. So it does kind of get to you a little bit towards the end of it. But yeah, but staying strong mentally. And I have a great partner in my wife, so that helps out a lot as well. And she's been helping out a little bit more around the house than normally. The things that I do, just because I told her like I'm just tired, and I do a lot of things on the weekends and whatnot, and take care of like putting gas in her car and things like that. But around the house, just been a little bit more tired lately. But yeah, we're actually ahead of schedule at this point, which is nice because that gives me some flexibility, time, and to really just dial it in. Since it would be my first pro show, I really need to get in just absolute peel conditioning, which when I turned pro, that was the feedback. They were like, you have everything, bring everything up just a little bit and bring some better conditioning. So that's what we're doing. So we started really at 25 weeks out. We thought it was 24, but the day of the show was different than it was last year. And so that happened, but no problem there. Just an extra week. But at this point, is 8 weeks, 6 days. We're almost there, and we'll definitely be way ahead of time. At 4 weeks out, we'll just kind of be coasting at that point. Because I only think I'll probably end up needing to drop another 5-6 pounds before I'm just absolutely just peeled and ready to go. So we'll see. We'll see where we land at. Probably, like I said, around 150. I'm 156 this morning, which was my stage weight from last year. So I'm super excited doing the Charlotte Pro. Gonna head up probably the Wednesday before because I have check-ins and like the tan and everything like that is a Friday. One thing that's nice about this show too is that Saturday morning, I'm able to compete right after. It's women's figure first, the pro figure, and then it's pro men's physique. And then they start the amateur show, which is amazing because most of the time you go into a show and the pros usually go about 1 o'clock or so. So I love just getting up. I feel like your best look is in the morning as soon as you wake up too. So you can just hold that versus like competing 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you got to hold it. Then you got finals late at night. You're trying to hold that look all day. Everyone's more crisp in the morning, I feel like. And I feel like even at like the Olympia level, when you see the guys, like the open guys competing at night, like I feel like if it was in the morning, they'd probably look a little bit better because it's hard to hold that look all day. When you're not drinking water all day, you're trying to time your carbs and fill out perfectly. So it does become a little bit difficult. But yeah, so got my eggs cooking. While I got this, let me show you guys really quickly all my supplements that we got here. So taking, I think this should be good right here. So yeah, so psyllium husk right here. Take this every day. This is like really getting in some fiber, really helps with digestion. So if you get backed up, really be able to go, and that is great. Digestive enzymes, taking this with every single meal for the most part, as long as I remember. Nattokinase, this one is good, and really helps from keeping you from blood clotting, having any blood clots, things like that as well. I know there's some people that like to have different genes that allow that to happen more so, like with the I think it's called factor 5, and there's another one. But people can be able to have blood clots a little bit more often. Last year when I was in prep, at the end of it, my heart rate was up a little bit higher. The doctors thought I had a blood clot in my lung at one point, which wasn't the case. I told them I was just rebounding from a show and I gained too much weight. I didn't rebound properly. So they did D-dimer tests, all that stuff like that. But this is just to prevent this. I mean, after the shot and all that stuff too, from everybody when they took that during the pandemic and whatnot, I feel like this prevents people from getting blood clots because we've seen that a lot with athletes just passing out and things like that. Not to get political or anything like that at all, but just being factual. You've seen athletes pass out that are young, and we haven't seen that before, until this time. And so this is great for preventing blood clots, things like that. It's a Japanese fermented vegetable, and so you see people in Japan, they live a lot longer, and part of that is because this is natto is like normally in their diet, and so it's a fermented vegetable that they eat. So they don't have things like blood clots and dealing with issues that you'll see in like a Western society when they have some of those issues. So N-acetylcholine or NAC here, that is good for antioxidants and immune support, really liver support, things like that. Zinc, immune health, also helps boost natural testosterone levels as well, antioxidant in the body. It's just a multi-enzyme, another kind of digestive enzyme. It has a few other things in it. Vitamin D3 and K2. This is great because it's together because they kind of work synergistically. I don't think of the word right now, but they work well together. And so your K2 actually helps vitamin D3 work better and vice versa. So D3, obviously bone health. K2 is really for like your heart health, getting that plaque and things like that you could have build up, taking care of that so you don't have those issues. Probiotic, take this every day. This one has 13 billion different good probiotic. It's a bacteria, the blend of bacteria blend it has in it to be able to help out to have a healthy gut microbiome. And we got CoQ10 here, or ubiquinol, which is another one that's really good for just heart health, cardiovascular health, energy support. Beetroot extract, this one is really good too, helps with your like blood pressure, antioxidant as well. Then we got turmeric and curcumin. That one's really good for inflammation, your joint support, cardiovascular health, all those things like that. Vitamin C, C1000, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, especially when it's just good to take vitamin C, especially when you're in a prep, your weight's down. I was at 186, and I usually kind of sat around 185 to 190, and now I'm in the 150. So when you're pushing your body extremely hard like this in prep too, your immune system's going to go down some as well. And so this really helps to keep your immune system going. And when at the end of prep, I'll talk about it more. We'll get ester C, vitamin C, and I take like this with every single meal at the very end because it helps be able to extract water as well. Because my coach doesn't use any diuretics. We don't use any diuretics or things like that. So we do use lots of vitamin C to help push out water. And then we use lots of magnesium as well. Then we got taurine here, and this is really good for your nervous system support, your adrenal system, cardiovascular, and eye health, which is nice, but really using it for like the cardiovascular and adrenal health. It's like when you're taking tons of pre-workout, your body's stimulated all the time. You need to have something to help combat that, because right now I'm doing like coffee and pre-workout, sometimes like a Celsius throughout the day as well, just to get through the work day because my food is so low, I'm tired all the time. So it's good to be able to have that. Let me see. And then I got some magnesium here as well. Take that before bed, magnesium glycinate, that's really good. This right here is valerian root, really good to help you sleep. It's at the end of prep, you're hungry, your body just wants to wake you up all the time to eat. Then up top and stuff like that, just like some extra different things, magnesium, a fat burner, yohimbine, things like that, which I was taking, but I stopped because yohimbine was like making me feel really weird, and I was feeling like sick almost after I would take it. And last prep I did it, and this really helps with this beta 2 receptors as well. So it gets blood flow there. So like in my lower back where I hold fat, be able to help get more blood flow there to get rid of that. But it's really been bothering me, so I haven't done it this prep. I was gonna get this Morphoprime fat burner probably, or it's by Morphogen Nutrition, but they have a pretty good fat burner one you can take before you go to bed too. So doing something like that would probably be beneficial as well. So I'm gonna do that, but let me hop off and I'll get right back. All right, so we got breakfast done now. So we got my 5 eggs, 1 egg white. Then we got some greens powder here and some creatine. I usually take that in the morning, mix that up. Got a cup of tea here, WVU cup, Good Mountaineers. Some oatmeal, and then I'm gonna have a tiny bit of peanut butter in my oatmeal, and then just like the vitamins and stuff like that I take there. But yeah, gonna eat this breakfast, get in the shower, head over to church this morning. Then after that, I will follow up with you guys. Peace. So we're doing shoulder press, 3 plates. Like this, probably hit 3 sets of 8 to 10, whatever we can be able to get. But starting off a shoulder press to hit this arm day, I usually like to hit shoulders first and then get into some arm stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. I usually could do 4 plates on this, but now that we're about 9 weeks out and I'm weighing in the 150s, probably gonna be a little bit tough. So. So 2 more sets of that. I might throw a 25 on. It's a little bit more challenging. But we're feeling good, so. But yeah, usually you could hit 4, maybe 4 and 25 in the off season, but being 9 weeks out and 9 weeks out and then 156 pounds now instead of 186, down 30 pounds. trying to hold on to as much strength as possible. Usually like to get about a minute and a half or so. I go pretty quick at this point. I like to hit my sets and get out. The gym don't want to sit in here all day at this point in prep. So I'll hit my sets and then move on. I have about a minute and a half rest in between. Another set down. Probably if you hit one more of that, just leave it at 3. Hit 3 sets of 10. On this today. Then we'll go on. I'll start getting into my arm movements after that, and then I do lateral stuff for delts at the end of the session. So just follow along with me. Alright, last set here, just one more set 10. We're gonna move on and start doing some arm stuff. I don't do tons of shoulder presses because really, I feel like delts are built from lateral raises. That's how I built mine. I have really strong delts and physique, so don't go crazy on this. Just really spend your time doing lateral raises. Okay, done on shoulder press. Gotta keep the 3 plates through the rest of this prep. Like I said, I was at 4 and don't want to get any weaker.
Always at the top.
It's like the working
in the country, and in California, it's top 5 every year. But the poverty levels and homelessness and all those things just running rapid. I'm from there, I grew up there, all the time. So we come out every Thursday. Literally, my team is going out tomorrow. I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm like, no, we got it. We go out every Thursday. It's not every other Thursday. We close. Keep it with just the less fortunate people out there. They were less just with them, like chess with them, shit. We just go over there. I'm telling you, man, the energy from audio push and what you guys were conveying. I know that was a lot different, but the energy playing this. Even though we come, and I say we come from a dark place, to be able to, see things that others who never looked at or able to.
So one set down, a few more to go here before we move on. Some tricep extension and another bicep curl area. Alright, so we got some tricep lifts down and bicep curl going on here. I like this because it has top and it has a thing on the bottom there. I'm gonna hit about 4 sets of this, but it's about 1 set.
Yeah. So you guys get into like fights now, fortunately, because he's like, bro, you have to break that chain, huh? Yeah, but for me, I kind of encourage him that I'm sure the kids like he wears Dior and Prada and shit too. So people, you a fucking me. Every time I'm sitting with you, you're setting him up, yeah, well, if I'm being honest with you, that's some of the shit that we just buy naturally. My son's almost my height already, so he's like a little bit above my shoulder, so he can wear that. The shit I get one wear out of it, I'm like, wearing the shoes, you want to wear like what? So he's wearing all the shit that y'all rock no more, and we buying shit. I was rocking my dad. I just do my best to come back and eat that, like, to my people that aren't privy enough to maybe do some of that. Yeah, Yeah, for sure, man. I'm also producing you and your team because from early stages, just open up a brand new drink. Oh yeah. Facts. Yeah, Drake's first time ever performing in California. He opened up for us. It's just like crazy. It was actually in San Bernardino. It's in the city that we go be promising, but for whatever reason, dude, I don't know why the hell he did it. For in LA or anywhere, I have no clue. He was just every year there. Like, it was crazy from that show. Miguel opened like right before us. Yeah, and then last week, like on the damn show, I don't even know. Last week got on the damn show. But Miguel went to Drake in, which was like huge. Shout out to Drake, that's my guy, showing love. He'll follow me on the gram. Fuck with me in the comments sometimes when it is. To let people know, Price also created Best Home Production, and I know we're no longer in the club, we're just a music video that's close enough, so we also have to be high on
Yeah, it's really important for them to keep pushing heavy as possible. You gotta keep the stimulus. The same if you want the muscle to be able to stay there. What do you do to get it there? You gotta maintain it as your weight drops. So always continue to keep pushing hard while you're in your prep as well. I don't believe in switching training to doing light stuff and just pump stuff. Go as heavy as possible the whole time through. Alright, so you're switching the grips like a keyboard grip, and then we got the grip for different curls. Yeah, the pump cover is off now. Suddenly, I'm sure you guys my belt. Yeah, but it's crossed and got Joshua 19. It says, "Have in that community, be strong and courageous. Your Lord God will fight your battles for you. Be with you everywhere you go." So just one of my favorite verses in the Bible, but let me get going on that. Last up on this one here, and then we'll go on.
Really rap, like a real rap head. And the fans were a reflection to were a reflection of that. And they just so receptive, positive. Every time I got off the stage, literally every city I got off the stage, couldn't go to the merch. One person at least would come up to me talking about God. I'm like, dang, I love that, you know, because that's a lot of like my message in my face too. You know, spirituality and relationship over religion. But you know, so that's so inspiring because I was able to connect with people in a way that was like, you know, not just like none of the other homies fans and shit, Wayne, Cuba, Cuba, but a lot of fans out there are like troll fans. You know, that fans, but they're the same people who be like, you do something wrong, they'll be in your comments talking shit to you and trolling you. Yeah, troll that whole, everyone from 10-year-old kids to like 60-year-old, 60-something-year-old like black woman. It's just super fire. Shout out to Murder every day. Shout out to all my books. You know, you're going to come here. I got a pre-order.
That's some other stuff real quick.
It's a great thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do this thing. I see people do this online all the time. Keto, baby. Get these curls in. Touch the sweat in my eye. Freaking can't even see. That's not fun. I hate when that happens. I think I left my t-shirt somewhere in here. I gotta go find this shit. Be right back. Alright. Let's get this next set in. That was some crappy form right there. But sometimes you gotta get a little sloppy just to get a few more reps in. Always an advocate of great form, but sometimes you just gotta throw it around a little bit. Alright, so now we're gonna superset that tricep press down. That's the biceps here. Get 10 inside. And hit some outside. So, saving lots of reps for biceps here. And his face starting to sink in. We're getting lean now.
you around, baby.
Yeah, I'll see you, man. Have a good one.
Actually, what show are you doing? What show's 9 months away?
Well, 9 weeks. It's Charlotte. Charlotte Pro.
Which one?
The Charlotte Pro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'm hitting that. Then they have the Tri-City in Georgia a week later.
Okay.
And so I might do that one too. We'll see. Because then it's like a big gap after that. Last thing for today, just hitting a little bit of rear delts, and we'll be done. We'll get a little bit of cardio in, and after that, we will be back home and done. So, man, it's been a long day, but gotta get this work in. All right, guys, so done with that session, shoulders and arms. It was a good day. Can't complain. Been feeling tired lately, but I'm getting a scoop of pre-workout and some motivation, and I'm ready to go. But still tough at this point. Body weight is low, down 156 today, so it's the lowest I've been. Each day I'm going lower and lower, so in a true deficit for sure. But that's the whole point, I want to win. I don't care what my weight is. I want to be conditioned, and just under 9 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 days. So we're going to come in and be peeled. That's the whole thing. Like, nobody knows how much you weigh. Like, it's not like it matters, It's not like there's some weight thing or whatever that gives you extra points or something. Like, it does not matter at all. Just the way you look. So if you look great, no matter the weight, that's the whole purpose. So it doesn't matter how low my weight gets, as long as I'm staying full round. I have really round muscle bellies, and as I get tighter, I'll look better too, especially from the back. So I'm excited. I'm gonna be in the best spot yet I've ever been in. So hope I don't have to push lower than 150s. If I'm like down to like 148 or something, we'll see. If I do, I do. It doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I just need to bring my best overall look. That being said, people might be like, dude, what the heck? There's no way you're that light. You gotta remember, I don't have a quad on my one leg, so that's the biggest muscle and has the biggest bone in your body. So that's just probably like between the bone itself and the muscle, like compared to my other quad, it's probably 20 pounds right there that I'm missing. So if I'm 156, I could be 176, and I'm only like 5'6". So really, you got people like Jeremy Potvin, that's like my height, maybe an inch shorter than me, and he's like 153 on stage, right? And so, and he has both legs, and he has some actual good legs now. So, where you got people like a Terrence Ruffin that's like an inch shorter than me or so, inch two shorter than me, and he's like 170. He's classic, So definitely not small for being this weight, despite all things, because I'd probably be in the 170s.